Hey crypto fans. So in today's super short video, I'm going to go through the Horde update. Now this update came out 2 days ago, so you may or may not have seen it. But I want to go a little bit deeper and say what that means for you, me and Barney McGee, but also what my future view is. So if you want to know more about this awesome update, stay tuned and let's go crypto. So you may or may not know that Horde have released a massive update about the Horde mutation. Now I want to go into a little bit about their announcement. If you're not on their Discord channel, you won't have seen it, but if you are, we're going to go through that announcement that was put out on there, but also what I think it means and why I think Horde are doing this. If you're new to this channel, my name is Christian. I'm here to bring you all the news, reviews and overviews in the crypto, NFT and just basically anything to do with the space. So if you want to help that channel and help me out because you are a super nice person, hit that like button, smash that subscribe button and tickle that bell notification because it helps me, the channel and the algorithm. So Horde's update, let's jump into what they said on their Discord. Boom. So here you can see the Horde mutation update has come out. And now we're just going to go through a little bit. It said Horde has mutated. It has already gone through high inflation rate, liquidity accumulation phase, and is now moving forward to a mature protocol, building out a suite of products, much like the blue chip companies. Now, I won't go into all of this detail. You can read it is on their Discord if you're in there. But what they're saying is they want to now come away from one of these high-end kind of DApp protocols that keep smashing out a high return and sort of start moving back into a sustainable business modeled blue chip project. And this to me is welcoming good news. Now I know a lot of you are upset out there because your returns are going to get slashed in half, but I will move on to that a bit later. But for me, as a project as a whole for the sustainability, this is good news, and the project pivoting into a more sustainable fashion could only be seen as a good thing. With a lot of projects out there going down the Swanee at the minute, this to me is good news. It says here, as we move away from the high risk, high reward DeFi protocol built from a DAS, see, this is what we were saying, has to move away from that. They want to move in towards the blue chip project. So they want to ensure that we pivot into long-term sustainability product model, which will continually be enriched by a new roadmap. So what they're saying is now's the time. They've gone out there, they've sort of, in a way, and I know some of the Horde community are probably going to shoot me down for this, they've lured you in with that cherry, you've had some nice returns. A lot of people that have got in on this project have already made their money back on a plane with a house's money. And as you can see here, for over 205 days, they've been paying out 1% a day. So they gave away a whopping 27 million. Out of a market cap, I think they're standing now at about 111 million market cap from when I looked. So it says, what is Horde mutation? Now, I'm going to move straight into this because obviously the top just means that they want to get more sustainable and they want to make sure that Horde stays around long term. And they can't do that with paying out 1% all the time. So that's why they're slashing it in half. He says, as much more robust and sustainable version of the original Horde. All plots, including new plot creations, are now infected. So the mutation is the plots being infected. The original Horde system is now converted into an infected version. And the infected version, as you guessed it, is 0.5%, not 1%. First things to mention, can I still get my full rewards I was promised before? Yes, technically, if you play this right, if you are patient and a good actor to the Horde ecosystem, you will actually get more. Basically what that's saying in translation terms is, yes, if you leave your money in there, keep compounding, keep rebasing and not cashing out, effectively in the long term, as long as the project stays sustainable, which is why they're doing this, you will get more out of the Horde. So how does this make us more sustainable? Infected plots return 1% daily until first claim. So if you've not claimed, even if your plot's been infected, you still get that 1% until you make the first claim. Then when you've claimed and taken out of it, then you go into what's called the infected mode, which is 0.5%. And there is an AMA that's gone on this. So I do advise you, I'll leave a link to this AMA if you're not in the Discord in the description, but I do advise you to listen to this AMA because not only this, Horde are looking to get a new wave of kind of steady, stable money coming into the project. So if you've not already in Horde, you're watching this video, don't be put off by thinking I didn't get in early and Horde, the boat's past now. These have been, for me, one of the key players in the DeFi space, giving away 1% daily for over 207 days. They're not trying to rinse and run. They've not got Ponzinomics to try and just get as much money out of people as they can. They are trying to make a sustainable kind of project. So for me, the update is bad news for people that want to get rich quick or in the short term. It is bad news. One of the questions I had, if because you didn't know about it, you've already claimed and now you're going to be straight away infected. And for me, the other question that I had was, why wasn't it originally put in their kind of tokenomics? And here you can see that on the Q3 there's no mention of the kind of rebase rate is going to be chopped in half. So this will affect if you're using Horde as a passive income, because you can't really get that rate out no more. You have to really leave it in there a lot longer. So I wouldn't even class it in my passive income for me, because this needs to be now put into investments, because you've got to sort of long-term hold it. And this is what's disgrunting a lot of people. Now, only bad thing that I think at the minute will be, like they've even said themselves, they're launching all of this in a bear market. Now, if we just go to this picture here, you can see these are the kind of things that they are up against. Why Bitcoin was crashing, Ethereum was crashing, the Luna kind of scam, drain out, Horde was pumping high, and they want to keep that mentality. They've got big boots to fill. They want to be up there with a lot of good other DeFi projects, in my opinion, like the Titano, the Seifus, the one that have been around a long time. They don't want to be going down the route of the ones that just rugged, like Avion Finance. They don't want to be going down the route like yield nodes and stuff like that, where they're having to lock you up for a year and get a lot of bad press on the project. They want to catch things early and make themselves stable in the market. But what would you rather? They go down yield nodes route and lock everything up because they got their investments wrong, and you're left with pretty much nothing but a worthless NFT after a year, or a sustainable project where you get a little bit less, but your money's still there for you to control. That's what you need to decide. But as always, trade smart, trade safe, and don't get wrecked.